Entitled Karen tries to get me fired from my own cafe, then accidentally outs herself in front of 30 customers. So I own a small coffee shop in a trendy part of town. Think cozy armchairs, indie music, weird but great muffins. You know the vibe. Let's call me Jake. I opened the Roasted Bean about 4 years ago with everything I had: savings, blood, tears, too much caffeine, you name it. It's grown into a community spot. Locals love it, and most days I recognize every face. Now, enter Karen. Yes, that Karen. A bleach blonde menace in oversized sunglasses, Chanel bag, probably fake, and an attitude that could sour milk. She first came in about 2 weeks ago and immediately set off my internal alarms. She stomped in mid-phone call, loudly berating someone. No, Brittany, I said almond milk, not oat milk. God, it's not that hard. While her tiny rat dog yapped at everything with a pulse. Important detail, we only allow service animals inside, clearly marked on the door. But I try to be chill. Maybe it's a service dog. Maybe she's having a bad day. Wrong on both counts. Day 1, the entitlement begins. She orders a venti caramel macchiato with extra drizzle, soy nut almond, light ice, 2 pumps of vanilla, and 3 Splendas. We don't do venti. We're not Starbucks. But I translate that into our version. I hand it to her with a polite "hope you enjoy," and she stares at it like I handed her a cup of sewer water. Karen, is this a joke? Me, I'm sorry? Karen, this isn't what I ordered. It's cold. I wanted steamed milk. Can't you people get anything right? Mind you, it's iced. She ordered it with ice. Light ice, even. I point this out, gently. She scoffs, rolls her eyes, and says, "Just get me a manager." I'm not explaining myself twice. I smile. Me, sure. 1 second. I walk back around the counter, wipe my hands, and say, "Hi. I'm Jake. The owner." Dead silence. Then she looks me up and down and says, "I kid you not, you're joking. You run this place?" I'm 29, look younger, tattoos, t-shirt, backward cap. Apparently not what she envisioned for a business owner. Karen, this place has gone downhill. I'll be leaving a very detailed Yelp review. And she storms out, knocking over our napkin holder on the way. I clean it up, shrug it off. Every cafe gets a Karen now and then. If only it ended there. The escalation. Over the next week, she starts showing up daily. Each time, a new drink, a new complaint, and a new demand. The dog barks constantly. Kids are scared. One time, the dog pees on our rug. She pretends not to notice. She accuses one of my baristas, sweet 18-year-old Mel, of spitting in her coffee because she saw her smirking. Mel cried in the back for 30 minutes. So I sit Karen down the next day and politely ask her not to return. Karen, you can't do that. Me, I'm afraid I can. Karen, this is discrimination. I have rights. Me, and I have a right to refuse service. She loses it. Full volume. You'll regret this. You just messed with the wrong person. I know people. My brother-in-law is a lawyer. I've heard that one a dozen times. She finally storms out with a final threat: enjoy bankruptcy, Jake. I genuinely thought that was the end. Oh, how wrong I was. The fake complaint. 2 days later, I get a call from the Department of Health. Someone filed an anonymous complaint. Says we allow animals in the food prep area, don't wear gloves, have rodents, you name it. We pass surprise inspections regularly. This was clearly bogus, but it still triggered a formal check. Inspector shows up. Everything's spotless, of course. We pass with flying colors. But he casually mentions that the caller left a name at the end of the voicemail by accident. Karen Morgan. You cannot make this up. Now I'm furious. She's not just annoying. She's trying to sabotage my business. So I plan a little something. The setup. We were already planning a customer appreciation day that Saturday. Free drinks, live music, giveaways. I decide to bump up the social media ads and make it our biggest turnout ever. Sure enough, Saturday hits, and we're slammed, maybe 70 people inside and out. Around 1 p.m., guess who walks in? Yup. Karen. In a leopard print jumpsuit this time. Holding the dog. No shame. I spot her, but I don't confront her yet. Instead, I watch. She heads to the counter, where Mel is working, and loudly demands a birthday drink. We don't do that. Mel starts to say no, and then Karen throws a muffin wrapper at her. I step in fast. Me, Karen. You need to leave. Now. Karen, excuse me? You're really doing this again? In front of everyone? Me, you're banned. You've been banned. Karen, mocking, oh, I'm banned. That's cute. You can't ban people from public spaces. Me, we're a private business. She turns to the crowd and shouts, everyone, look at this. This is discrimination. He's harassing me because I made a health complaint. That's illegal. I'm going to sue this entire place into the ground. Everyone's staring. Phones are out. Now it's time for the mic drop. Me, calmly actually, Karen, we know you filed that false health complaint. The inspector told us you accidentally left your name on the voicemail. That's called fraudulent reporting. It's a misdemeanor. She freezes. For once, she's speechless. I continue, so unless you'd like the police involved, I suggest you take your dog and leave. And if you come back, it will be trespassing. And then, chef's kiss, someone in the crowd shouts. Karen, sit down. Laughter. Applause. Literal applause. She sputters, turns beet red, grabs her dog, and slinks out. Someone opens the door for her, not kindly. And she's gone. The aftermath. I filed a report anyway, just in case she tries anything else. Turns out I wasn't the only one. She's pulled this at 3 other local businesses. One was a bakery. She made them cry too. We haven't seen her since. Business is better than ever. Mel's fine. I gave her a bonus and a full week off. And we named a new drink after the whole thing. The Karen, extra foam, half sweet, bitter aftertaste, and absolutely no room for entitlement. TLDR, entitled woman tries to get me fired from my own cafe, files a fake health complaint to sabotage us, and ends up getting publicly embarrassed in front of 70 people. Now we have a coffee named after her. Reddit, never underestimate the power of staying calm, knowing your rights, and letting karma do her thing.